Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. So grateful you're here with us. We're looking at evidence for the Christian faith, why I believe the Bible's true. And one of them is kind of an overlooked one, maybe, not always, but sometimes, is sociological evidences. And so what is meant by sociology? Well, this is culture, group dynamics, interactions of people within a group, groups interaction with other groups. And so you might say, well, how would sociology show the Bible is true? Well, first of all, it's extraordinarily honest about human nature. And so besides Jesus, the people of the Bible, you've got some angels in there too, but they are not divinized. They are not heroic creatures with their every fault and foible airbrushed away. I know Greek mythology had showed some very openness to human nature as well. But, people like David, Abraham, exalted as these people are, you see their humanness. Even Samuel, Daniel, you can see their humanness, like Samuel trying to, get his children involved, and sometimes the anger that he had. But Daniel, not terror per se, but he's looking at dying. Look, guys, we got to get together and have a prayer meeting. We need to hear from God, and certain things like that. Even how he interacts with King Nebuchadnezzar. And so the sociology of the Bible, but when you do a broader context of that, just how different groups, the Herodians were, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, the Roman governors, the Roman soldiers, soldiers in the Old Testament. It's just sociologically, it is 100% correct. And even God giving certain laws in the Old Testament, and then, in the New Testament as well, that these are all sociological phenomenon in a certain sense. We understand the ceremonial laws and all this. We're not. And it's built culture. It's built certain, what we call Western civ and all this kind of stuff. And so it tells people how to treat fellow people. And we do know that in the Old Testament, Israel was God's form of judgment, let's say, against the Canaanites. And so people get kind of, look at the barbarity and the brutality. But then at the same time, the mercies of God, he says to Abraham, many centuries before, the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. And so he had his people suffering in Egypt for, again, centuries, till they could come out and conquer the Holy Land. I think it's the Rosh Hashanah tablets that shows just how terrible the Canaanite religion was. So sociologically, group dynamics is consistent with human nature and sociological models that we know. And the Bible offers the highest form of sociology, of do good to all men, especially those that are of the household of faith, foot washing, if anybody asks, give. And I was in prison and you visited me. I was sick, I was naked, you clothed me. And it's just absolutely amazing. To visit true religion undefiled before God is this: to visit the fatherless and the widows in their affliction, keep oneself unspotted from the world. But so the propensity, the elevation of human life, so to speak, that man is in the image of God. And all those are kind of, in a sense, getting away from sociological models into psychological, individual models. And many individuals put together make up a sociological model. So that's another reason I just really believe the Bible's true, because when I read it, it is true in what it's saying, and it's true in the history we know, but it's true in our study of human nature. So God bless. Thanks for being with us. Join us daily. Just know the Bible's true. Share with your friends, family, church family, and almost said leave a 5-star review, but do leave us a thumbs up. We'll talk with you later. God bless. Bye-bye.